Hello and welcome to another BelowTimsPuppetPals video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do comical movements with puppets and how to interact with your audience. Now, if you watched one of my last video, where I did a how-to puppeteer, I kind of went over the syllables like, hello, I am Herman. And he moves around, how to keep him alive in his environment, keep him up standing straight. We never really went over like what to do with your puppet in the show, so kind of more thinking along the lines of what you do in the show. So I figured we kind of go over that a little bit in this. Had someone email in about comical movements, and so I figured I'd go over that first. A couple things you can do. One of the main ones is like dancing. So if you like, having music with your show and the puppets dancing to it, there's a lot of things you can do. If you watch Sesame Street, that's all they do, a ton of that, of dancing, because there's a ton of music in it for kids. So just basic movements, bobbing your head, singing, bobbing your head, or I love when I go around. I love when I go around. Oh. But obviously, if I had a stage, I would be keeping it more level. I don't really have anything go by here, but if you don't, let's say if I was just using the camera, I just try to keep it at one level, dancing. So dancing is pretty basic. You just have to play with it, and whatever music you're using, I don't know what style, you just have to get moves that you like, and that will be fun and energetic, and get the audience, going for it. Another couple of movements is like the double take, like, if you see something, you want to do a double take to it, or, a bazillion takes as far as I'm doing there, just to get the audience to be like, what is he looking at, especially kids. You want to be animated, move that head a lot. If you want the kids to look over, they'd be like, did you hear that? I think I heard something over there. And so you can just do a lot of crazy movement like that. Another fun one is, I'm going to switch puppets here to Bozo, because I do it a lot with our show called Gladdyland. Let's say this is my stage, right? So it's a box here. Say those are my boundaries. So I'll have my puppet pop in and out, be like, guys, hi guys! And be like, oh hi guys! I'm right here guys! So they see him, they don't, and it's kind of like fun, kind of like just crazy, and they're like, whoa, where is he? Where's he now? And just gives the kids really fun. So that's another one you can do, just be really animated. Another one, it's the same idea. You have a box, so just running across, then running back. I'm losing my length there, but if I was actually going to do it, I'd keep him straight up, but he'd go really fast. And I'd keep him straight up instead of losing, his height, as we talked in the last video. Or not the last video, but the how-to video I did. So that's another thing you can do. So a lot of animated movements. You can do a ton of stuff with that. Another thing I like to do in shows, this is more about interacting with the audience now, not exactly comical movements, but to interact with the audience, especially kids. They're used to being told what to do, or being taught what to do, and being, being the receiving end of advice. So you want to switch that in a puppet show, or you'll find that kids really love it when they're giving the advice, or telling the puppet what to do, or helping the puppet, or knowing something that the puppet does not. They love that. Now, one thing I do in Gladdyland, I'm going to use another puppet, not exactly what I do in my show, but let's say I have Bozo. Oh, hi guys, I'm Bozo the Bear. Well, how are you guys doing? Let's say he's doing a show, right? And there's a puppet that pops up behind him that the kids can see, but the puppet cannot. And he's like, oh man, you know what? I really wish there was a leprechaun. I've heard about a leprechaun around here, but I haven't seen one. Guys, if you ever see a leprechaun, you should tell me. And they're going to be like, there's a leprechaun behind you, Bozo! And he's going to be like, what are you talking about? And then the puppet drops, and he's like, I don't see a leprechaun, guys. Are you guys joking with me? No, really, there's a leprechaun. Okay, I'll look again. There's no leprechaun there. And the kids will just go crazy, because they know that Bozo doesn't know something that they know, and that he should know. And so they're going to keep going and going, and then finally, when he finally sees it, oh my word, you guys, where is the leprechaun? I'm trying to catch him all. I didn't catch him all. Oh, I'm going to try to catch him. Oh my word, I got him. Oh, I got 3 wishes. And the kids are just going to be like, that'll be so much fun to them, because they were involved, and they felt like they knew something, and they helped out. Another thing is answering questions. So like, if Bozo asks them questions, they tell him, and it's maybe something he doesn't know, or pretends he doesn't know. Like, oh man, I don't know what tweez do. Do they have food on them ever? Can tweez have food on them? That sounds so weird. Can it ever happen? And then the kids will either hopefully say yes. If they know, they'll be like, yeah, they grow apples or whatever. Oh my word, tweez grow apples? Oh, this is so exciting. I thought only stores grew apples. And we kind of go, in direction of kids answering questions, kids knowing something he doesn't know, or kids making a choice for him. Should I go left or white? I'm really scared of the darkness, so maybe we should go white. because it's nice. And maybe there'll be a ton of answers, so you're going to have to pick out of them, but still the kids will feel like they're involved. Oh, well, some of you want me to go light, okay, I think I'm going to go light. Good choice. And I'll go that way. Okay, so that's interacting with your audience. Now, depending on the size of your audience, say you have an audience from 50 to 300, you can start losing control of your audience. So you want crowd control. What I typically do, this is just me, I usually have someone outside of my theater. Like, I'll be behind the theater doing the puppets, and I'll have like a narrator out there or someone to help out. So not only are they helping with the show and making it a little more variety, say they can narrate or they can answer stuff or they can do stuff as a human, they also will do crowd control for me, meaning they'll keep the kids back from the theater, they'll keep the kids from pulling the puppets, out of my hands or attacking or whatever. Kids get excited, they're going to have fun. So you can do that. Now, I also have a clear plastic on my theater that I can see out, but they cannot see in. So I can see I can see my audience the whole time, but they can't see me. So I can be doing puppeteering, and I can start noticing if the crowd's getting a little riley, getting a little out of control, and try to act on that before it gets too out of control. Say a couple kids stand up. If you want to sing, oh my word, guys, do you hear that? Oh, everyone sit down. If you don't sit down, something bad may happen, or the doctor's dinosaur may come. Or it could be like, oh, everyone sit down really quick because Nose is coming and he gets really scared if you're standing up, so he may not come. So make it so it sounds like if they don't do something that you want them to do, the show won't continue or won't be what they want. So they'll have a lot of motivation to sit down or do whatever you need them to do. Another one is if they're all getting really loud, you can be like, okay, quiet guys. Start saying something really loud that they can't understand or make them listen. Guys, quiet. I think I'm going to have Nose come out now, so everyone be quiet real quick and maybe he'll come out. Shh. Okay, I think he's coming. And here comes Nose. Oh, hi, Nose. Oh, hi. Oh, the guys are being really quiet so you could be here. I'm so glad. They're not gonna be loud, right, guys? And if some of them are loud and he runs away, then, that's okay. But as long as it kind of died it down, you got more control, then just keep going. One other thing is you can have a special puppet, maybe, that they haven't seen yet, just for this occasion, to get their attention and get some control. Say they're going crazy, then you're like, "Argh!" And all the kids are like, whoa, what's that? They make it louder, they may not. It may not work, but you can try it. So those are some ideas of interacting with your audience, of doing some crowd control, and it's going to be different for each show, and you're just going to have to play with stuff that you want. But this was just some things that I thought up to do in this video. I do a lot of things that changes all the time, so yeah. And one other thing you can do at the end of each show, or maybe during they're out of control or you want to do something, you can have, say, this is a spare puppet that I have. If you've seen my shows, you've seen Marshmallow. This is an extra. He doesn't have glasses, he doesn't have a stick. Puppets like this I have so that at the end of a show I can hand out to the kids and they can play with them or, do a little puppeteering. And that's really good for crowd control if you have a narrator because she can help out, or my wife's usually it, or whoever it is, they can help out, spread the puppets out and say, oh, look at this puppet. So that can be something you could do, like, if you're really good or quiet, you can play with a puppet, or, okay guys, it's time to play with puppets. So that's another thing, at the end you can pass around puppets or interact. And some of you may not even have a puppet theater that you're behind, you're just sitting out there with your puppet. What you can do, is just, you're basically your own crowd control, so you can do all that on your own. And the other thing is I am not a ventriloquist, so if you see me in my Jub and Jebs, I wear a beard, so I can do, if I don't have my theater, I can stand out and talk, and they can't see me being the host voice, because I have a beard on, it covers my mouth. It's pretty great. So that's another option, if you can figure out a way, maybe you're doing the holidays and you're Santa Claus, you can wear a beard that'll cover your mouth, and you can still puppeteer, with whatever, the reindeer you have on your arm and your Santa Claus, and that works, or whatever. So, a lot of great ideas, and I just thought I'd throw that out there. I haven't done a how-to video for a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. If you did, like it, that'd be great, and subscribe to BelowTimsPuppetPals, and comment, give me questions, and maybe tell me another video you want me to make. And check out our main channel. You can click down on this link for our main channel of Tim's Puppet Pals, where we do our bigger series, and we are actually in the works of a big project that we can't wait to show you guys. So stay tuned for that, and keep looking out for videos. Alright, bye guys.